Yo guys, what is up and welcome back to some Ascender Incremental. Now, since we last updated, there has been a lot of stuff that they've added. I don't think that there's any sort of like stat thing that shows you the update log or anything like that, but basically what they did is, first of all, they added a new stat. So if you guys go over here, this is one of the more important things. No matter where you are in the game, if you jump back here, then over here, then over here, there is this little thing called a loot. Now, what this does is, apparently it was bugged to be every 6 minutes. Maybe it's still every 6 minutes, I'm not too sure. But it gives you this stat right here. Now, you only need to be at tier 4 in order to get this. So, definitely make sure to claim this every single time you can at tier 4. At least until max 3 rune bulk, because that's very important as well. There's also the 2 other ones, which has always been a thing. I'm pretty sure you also do have to respawn after that, which is pretty annoying. But they've added some more stuff, and I don't necessarily know everything that they've done. But if you go through the Hall of Fame, there is a new galactic stat, or a galactic thing. I haven't even unlocked it yet. But if you go over here to the Realm 2, they made this a little bit bigger as well. Not too sure why, but they did end up making this bigger. Which is pretty okay. They also added, if you go to your runes, they added a new global rune. So if you go to the shop, if you scroll down to ancient rune, as you can see, everyone globally in-game gets this when someone buys it, which is really, really nice. And if you go all the way down, I have most of them. There is a 1 in 33k that's really, really nice, but even the 1 in 4k gives you a little bit more rune speed and all this stuff. So this is very, very nice. Basically, people just buy these. The devs will buy these sometimes whenever the game updates or anything like that. So if you guys just AFK, you'll probably wake up with a couple hundred at least. But getting these are a very, very nice help. All of these are global, ultra, and ancient. Every time someone buys one, it gives it to the whole server, which is super, super nice. Or the whole, like every single person that plays, not just in one server. But the galactic stat I haven't gotten to yet. Basically, what I'm doing now is I'm doing exponential runes. So what that means is rune luck doesn't work, which I don't really know why. I think that's really dumb. But rune luck doesn't work. So right now, let's just go through all my stuff. I've got an Overlord. It's only at 2,000. I've not done too much of that. I believe it does max at like 1 million or 100 million or something like that. Royal, we've gotten Prosperity. Haven't done that. We just got Shift. It maxes out at 50k. Color, we've done Gleam. Nature, we've done Thorn. Polychrome, we've done Oscillion. Cryo, we've done Garmin thingy. There was another one that was popping up, but I didn't have any, and now it's gone. And then the Arctic, I'm working on the mirrors right now. It does max out at 1 billion. So it takes a long, long time for this to actually work. So that's going to be very, very hard for me to get. But they've also added a bunch of other stuff. Like right here, they've added +3 ancient runes and 1 standard elixir. I wouldn't honestly buy that. You can't buy most of these with the Robux tokens anyway. The rune pack version 2 only rewards them to you. No point. Grinder bundle, infinite elixirs. They had that before. That's pretty good. But I'll skip all the way down. You can buy all those runes. That was the thing before. All that. Blue, blue, blue. I would not honestly recommend buying rune clones at all. If you were going to buy something, I wouldn't buy the rune bulk either. I would go over here and buy this rune bulk. This rune bulk is pretty good if you don't have these secret stats unlocked. Or the hidden things. That one's okay. They just added these two, which is a 0.5 times for your secret stats. You can't buy that with Robux token, which is really annoying, but that would probably be super, super overpowered. It would make your stuff literally double as good. So maybe if I get Robux, I'll buy that because that seems pretty nice. And then the ×2 secret speed as well. You can buy that with 675 Robux tokens. Literally just makes it so instead of 6 hours or 3 hours to claim your secret stats, which is super nice. You can also just buy runes now, the super rare ones for the global, ultra, and ancient ones. So it's pretty good. I don't know if that one's ancient. But you can also, obviously the global elixir did finally end, so that's pretty unfortunate. Hopefully people will buy some of those because that would be super, super nice. Server elixir, we don't have that one on. Have a bunch of potions from, you know, codes and all that. The donation thing is still there, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so right now, I'm, like I said, just kind of AFKing this one. We barely get any at all. It's kind of annoying. You do get a lot more of the, if you go to your beginner, you do actually get a lot more Overlord, but the stat sheet, or the guide sheet rather, tells me to go for the Arctic for max 1 billion, or at least until 200 OCDE, which I'm only at 100, so I can quickly get Overlord to max, which says 4.1 something. So actually, since I'm at 100, actually, I'm not actually at 100, because I have that one at rune starring. So if we go over here, actually, I'll probably only have like 50 OCDE or something like that. Yeah, 78. But it said so I can quickly max out this one. So I don't know. It looks like I'm not going to be able to quickly max out because it says 4.1 something. I imagine it's maybe, let me scroll. 4.17 million is when it maxes out. So we need 4.17 million. I guess I'm just going to AFK this for a little bit. I've been switching back between this and mirror, so I'm just going to AFK this for a little bit and then go back over to mirror. Maybe I can get that max. And then the next stop after that is going to Polychrome for the oblivion. So yeah, I'm just basically going to AFK. It's nice because we do still have all of these things going for us, like 3 times rune speed and all that stuff. Super, super nice. Hopefully that doesn't get taken away anytime soon. But yeah, sorry, there's not too much content for this game, so I haven't been posting too much. It's genuinely just like AFK Simulator. You sit there, you do one thing. It will probably take you like 2 days to get like the mirror done. So it's really hard to make content when I have to AFK other games or anything like that. That I just kind of sit there and AFK on this game whenever I can for 2, 3, 4 days to try and get something maxed out. But right now, I'm just going to be working on this, and then once we're done with that, we should be able to fly it. Now, the one thing about exponential runes is once you reach a certain point, it skyrockets. So, Overlord maxes out at 4.17 million. So probably once I get to maybe like 100k, instead of getting like one every couple seconds, I'll start getting like 10, 20, 30, 40, and then it'll skyrocket into trillions, quadrillions, like super, super, super fast. So it'll take a while to get to that point, but once you get to that point, it is very, very nice. So I'm just gonna sit here and grind these. Okay guys, we've been AFKing for a couple of hours, and we have actually started to jump up quite heavy in the Overlord. It maxes out at 4.17 million, if you guys remember, it's the Overlord. But right now we're getting 114.33 in ODE. So before we were getting OCDE. Now keep in mind I did use some of my things to purchase the where are they at? The server elixirs. I did purchase 2 of them. Obviously, don't recommend doing that, to be completely honest, but it does give me a little bit of a boost. I'm trying to get this video out before I miss the deadline for, you know, whenever I want to upload the video at least. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend buying the elixirs, but obviously it does give a pretty big boost. I would normally just save them though for, like, you know, the rune box and all that stuff. Like not those rune box, of course, because these rune box are bad, but these rune box, wherever that one is. I'm already maxed out, so it might not even show up anymore. But it's actually very, very good. Maybe this is, no, this is the rune bulk, yeah? This might be, I don't actually remember. Because the only one that was there that was worth it only had 2. Maybe they increased the amount it has. But maybe. Probably. But I wouldn't recommend buying those ones. I will show you what I would recommend in a minute. With that being said, you do have to have certain H runes, which are called hidden runes, basically. They're also, like, a lot of them are exponential once you get to a certain point, so rune luck doesn't work on them. But that being said, some of them, like one of mine unlocks this, which gives you a times or +1 rune clone, and a 1.5 rune bulk. Rune clones I don't believe work for hidden runes, so it's not super worth it, but the rune bulk is super, super nice. But there are other things like that. I will show you guys which one you guys should work on maxing out first, at least in my opinion. But 11.65, that's actually not too bad. But I'm just gonna sit here, continue working on this. We should be maxed decently soon. As you can see, we are going up pretty decently. It'll probably take another like 20 to 30-ish minutes, and then we will probably maybe AFK for maybe like an hour or 2 on the Arctic to see if we can't get some more mirrors, and then we'll call it a video there. Sorry, like I said, it won't be too long of a video and too much progress because, like I said, it is very hard to make these videos if you're trying to make daily videos, because it just takes literally a full day just to get one thing maxed out. So after this video, I'll probably start working on a video, and it'll probably go through like a week or so of me grinding and be all compiled into one like 30-ish minute video. If you guys think that would be cool, let me know in the comments below. All right, guys, we are almost there. That actually didn't take too much longer, maybe about like 10-15 minutes longer. So not bad at all. We are now maxed out. Nice. So putting 575. That is with the thing, by the way, the server elixir. But what I would recommend using your tickets on after you have like some of the game passes and stuff is this right here. It is a like an exponential basically bulk, and it's super nice. So right now it's costing like 447 for me. I think it costs like maybe 250 at the start, so that's really nice. Yo, look at this little dude. But that is really nice. I definitely recommend doing it. It's super good. But now what we're gonna do is go all the way over here. Boom, and then AFK with Mr. Infinity Arm, the Arctic, and we're getting so many more mirrors now. Yeah, so getting this maxed out was actually so nice, because if we look, we've gotten already like 2k mirrors. That's what we had before. We barely had any mirrors before. So that's really good. We're already at VT, UVT. Yeah, we're definitely going super good. We're already about to be maxed on this, which is actually incredible because it took so long to get there. But I'm gonna go over back to the guide. I will try and leave it in the description if I remember. There is a guide that I use. It's basically just Google Docs. There's also a calculator, but we are maxed out on that. So what it says now is get slowed down by R tokens, which are Robux tokens, of course. Max both Oblivion in Polychrome, then Immortality in the 5 mil. So on our way to the Polychrome, which is over here at the talent tree. So we're getting, yeah, 4.88 TVT. Are we getting any Polychrome? It looks like no. Or are we getting any of the Oblivion? It looks like no. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the calculator. There is a rune calculator. I will see if I can't leave that in the description below. But we also already have some. But basically what you do is I'm getting 5.55 TVT. I'm just going to put 5.5. I know it just went up, but 5.55 TVT. I'm obviously not showing you guys on the screen. Sorry. But you basically put that in the rune calculator. You click enter and it tells you I should be getting about 1 Oblivion every 9 seconds with that. So that's what I basically use to, you know, just to figure out if it's actually worth me doing that or not. But it also unlocks a new talent. And the talent is over here. Yeah, boom, right up here. Wait, that's cheap. So right now I'm getting 6.08 TBT. 6.08 to 7.57. Okay. That's not as big of a jump as the other one. But wait, is that 100? There's 100. Okay. That's obviously not as big of a jump as the other one that I showed you guys, the rune bulk one, but that is a very big jump as well. It's not like a little jump. That is pretty nice. So with any extra tickets or Robux tokens I have with that, I mean, I'll probably go over there and purchase those. But that is super nice. So after I get this one maxed out, which right now, what am I getting? About 8.22. So let me just update my thing. I'll just say 8.55. I should be getting one every 5 seconds now. The max is also 50k, so I should be maxed out once I get 50k of those. And then after that, the next one, if I go to rune order late game, go back to where I am, then immortality and 5M royal. So that is also in the 5 million area. So then we'll be getting immortality. But let me just sit here AFK this for just a little bit. It'll probably take me a couple of hours at least. I'm probably going to take a nap for about 3-4 hours before this video goes up. See if I can't get this max before then. Okay guys, well I did not take a nap because it was flying and it only took about 15 or so minutes. I said max was 50k. I meant 50k rune bulk as well, just so I don't confuse any of you guys. I don't necessarily know what the max is, but if you guys don't know what the max is, literally just wait until it says the max underneath it. Wait till this is at that max and you're good to go. So now back to the royal area. We also did do another one of those rune things. We still have 24.8. So let's go back there. Maybe we can purchase another one. So right now we're getting 17.02 QNVT. 17.02 QNVT to the 18.72. Like, that's a pretty decent increase for only 20 of those. So I'll probably be putting my stuff into that for a decent bit. But let's go over here for the Royal. I think we've upgraded it maybe once. No, we haven't even upgraded it once. It feels bad. But let's sit on it. Let's do the calculator. So 13.2 QNVT. QNVT. So it looks like it'll take 25 minutes to get one immortality. But the good news in that is that it doubles your rune bulk. It gives me ×2 rune bulk, and the max is 1 billion. Okay. Well, I guess now I'm going to take a nap, because if it's going to take me 25 minutes for one, it'll probably take a while. But that being said, it'll probably ramp up quite heavily, because let's just see. If it gives me double, let's go back to 26, and then it'll be 12 minutes, and then 52, it'll be 6 minutes. Yeah. So it shouldn't be like too bad. I think it'll ramp up quite heavily at a certain point. So I guess we will just sit here AFK for a bit, and I'll see you guys back in probably a couple hours. Okay, guys, so after about 12-ish hours of me AFKing, it looks like I only have 8 QNVT, so it looks like we didn't get anything. Yeah, we got 16. Okay, so I thought it would double it every single time, and that looks like no. So I don't know if that's necessarily the play. Like, are we sure? Because I've maxed out every other rune, and I just AFK'd for 12 hours and only have 16. I feel like that's pretty messed up. But we do have 630 tokens for AFKing. I do get a fair bit of tokens. So what I'm going to do is, as we can see, we're getting 8 QNVT. We hit this up one time. We go up to 16. So it like doubles it. It's like actually crazy. And then we can go over here, because might as well spend 180 on it. So we're getting like 22 on this one. So 22. And now we're getting 47. So like it's actually such a good like increase. Okay. And then we can go back over here. And I mean, like, this is like the one I'm still supposed to be working on. I'm getting 34 now. So that is a lot better than the 8 that we were getting. Let me check the thing. So let's see. 34 QNVT. 34 QNVT. We should be getting one every 9 minutes. Not terrible, but not great. So let's go back to the guide. So it definitely says I should be doing this. Now I could do one other thing, and that's do the Chromatizer. They did increase that as well. So since that's not really working out for me, I guess I'm gonna go over to the Chromatizer, because why not? That's the only thing I can think of doing. Make sure they've not added anything else. Let me also accidentally fall all the way down. Wait, can we make it? Never mind. Let me actually make sure we do all of this first, though. So right now, if you go to our stats, we're getting 34.78 QNVT. Let me go get all the secret stats really fast. So here is the loot going up to 35.11. 35.11 to... oh, we can't get that, can we? I feel like we should be able to get it. I also don't know if it takes 24 hours on game to be able to get these secret stats. That's not where I meant to go. Or if it takes 24 hours just in general. I think it's honestly 24 hours on the game. Because I'll come back after like 2 days and it won't be ready. So I'm pretty sure. But then the other one is right here. Yeah. No can do. Alright, so this is the Chromatizer. If you guys don't know, they also increased the levels to 1,000,000, but right now, level 1,010 Q. Okay, whatever that is. I don't even know if anyone's gotten there yet, but I'm gonna try to just sit on this for a minute. So right now we're 265. So once we get a Chromatizer or Chromium, I guess it increases the amount of prisms we get. If we're ever stuck, we can go over there But right now we're getting 14.22 QNVT. Whenever we rank up, we go up to 14.31. So not like a crazy increase, but it does increase it by a little bit from this one right here. At level 150, every single time you go up, it starts to go up until level 500, I guess. Alright guys, well, it's starting to slow down quite a lot. As you can see, even with the chromium active, I'm not getting too many. I need 226. I'm getting not too many, a thing. But we did make it all the way up to 330, so we're getting 20.44. We can actually do this one really fast whenever I get to 226. So right now, there we go. So I'm getting 20.54. Now I could honestly just do this a whole bunch of times. Like do this, and then boom, I already have enough to go back here and do it again. But that's gonna take way too long, and that's also only gonna get me maybe another 20 or so levels. It's not gonna be that important. So I'm just gonna go ahead and max out both of my talent trees once again, and then I think we're done there, because it took me a full 12 hours to only get 12. 16. I only get 16 of those, which is pretty unfortunate. So yeah, I don't necessarily know what I'm gonna do. I guess I'm just gonna sit there and AFK it a decent bit more. But I'm really not too sure, because that is the next one in line on the guides list, is to AFK for immortality. Which, I mean, I don't know. I feel like there should be an easier one if it's gonna take me 4 hours to get 2 of them. So maybe whatever. Alright, and then upgrade this talent tree. There's also no other, like, things I can do. Basically, the game was right, or the guide's right. You do get just completely slowed down by Robux tokens. Because, obviously, as you guys saw, it literally doubled my my rune speed whenever I did the Robux token upgrade for the rune bulk. So, it does kind of suck that you're slowed down by Robux tokens so much. But also, I feel like a simple way to fix that would honestly just make it so these runes are affected by luck. I don't know why these runes are not affected by luck, but everyone says that you should not be using luck when going for H runes, or at least those exponential runes. So I feel like that's kind of dumb. What's the point of buying, rune game passes for luck and all that stuff if they're just not even going to work? I feel like they should definitely fix that, because I think that's kind of just not very smart, but whatever. Alright, so what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna see, let's go back to the over here, the over hizzers. Alright, so we're getting 41.29 QNVT on this one now. So we were getting 34, so 41.29 every 8 minutes we should be getting one. So it's not terrible, I guess, but it'll probably take a couple of days to get this one maxed out. But I think that'll do it, guys. If you guys did enjoy this video, please like, subscribe. The guide and the rune calculator will be in the description below as well. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace!